Hello, greetings folks, and welcome back to the channel. It is, what day is this? Thursday, and we are just heading to see one of my most anticipated movies of the year, Weapons. I'm really looking forward to it. It's opening night here in the north of Ireland, and yeah, I know nothing about this other than children in a class go missing and people are pointing fingers at the teacher. That's all I know, that's all I want to know. So yeah, come with us and we'll let you know afterwards, spoiler free, what we thought of the movie. Okay, so we're out of Weapons, we're in the car park with the interior lights on in the car, as you can probably see, so let's do it as quickly as possible. Very basic premise. All I knew going into that is that a classroom of children, all apart from one, disappear one night. They all seem to leave their homes by choice. They just run out into the night and people are very suspicious of their teacher. And that's all I knew. So the movie is put together as lots of different people's experience of the same day, basically. It goes through a name, then you get to see what they've been doing, what their experience is. And
same timeline.
Yeah, same timeline. It probably follows about, what, six different people's experience of the same situation to sort of give you a little bit more information. This movie is a movie that you're going to have to, when you come out of it, unless you're one of the people that doesn't do this, you're going to have to look up Weapons Explained. I think a lot of it is done for imagery, for like, what's the word I'm looking for? Symbolism is the word I'm looking for. What's in it is supposed to symbolize something else. I don't think it's very clear personally. I think it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very well acted. I liked the special effects. I liked the sort of little sort of eerie air it had. Is it very clear what's going on? As in what we're watching, what it means? I didn't think so, but then I'm not the best at picking these things up, it has to be said.
Which part do you mean though?
The part that I've just read before I switched this on, which says that the movie, you know the way they say a movie is an allegory for something else? What we're watching on screen is not to be taken literally. What is happening on screen is not to be taken literally. It's trying to be symbolic of something else in society. So the movie is symbolic of something in society which was not evident to me when watching it. I came away from it thoroughly confused with what. I know what had happened and I know how it ended and I know, but I wanted an explanation as for why.
Yeah, why? Where did it start?
And I wanted an explanation as for how, and I wanted an explanation as for the person behind everything, what they were achieving from what they were doing, even though I think I know. But it seems that none of that is important. What we're actually seeing, sorry, my car's just switching off. What we're actually seeing isn't what we should be concerned about. The basic, what's happening on the screen isn't the story as such. What we take that as being symbolic of is actually the story. So that's why I feel they don't give you any real, they don't really answer the questions for you. They don't tell you why it all happened. They don't tell you how it all happened. We know who's behind it and we know how they did it, but you really do need an explanation as to
where did they come from,
just where it all came from, how it was all possible, what the reasoning was, what happened next. But it is one of those, it ends and you're like, I thought we'd maybe have another 10 or 15 minutes here to
how are they going to explain that one?
Yeah, how are they going to explain that and that? They never do. If you're happy with that kind of thing, more power to you, you'll enjoy it. As I say, the effects that are in it are good. There's little bits that are like, oh, that's a bit gnarly, you know. It's not overly gory. It's an 18. Don't let that have you think it's a gore fest. It isn't. There are some scenes that are pretty they make you cringe a bit. They think, oh, that looks a bit painful, but it's not out and out gore and disgusting. People have said it's scary. I don't think it's scary at all. If you don't like eyeballs, if you don't like staring eyeballs, which I don't, that guy that you always see on the internet that pops out his eyeballs? I'm not saying anybody pops out their eyeballs, they don't. But that wide staring eye thing, I can't bear it. I hate it. There's a lot of that in it. But is it scary? No. It has a bit of an ominous, creepy vibe about it. The special effects are good. The story's interesting, but I wanted an explanation. And I know I'm like looking at a very basic level of things. I'm like taking everything literally. This happened and that happened. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? And I think the movie's trying to be a bit more clever than that. And maybe I'm just not that clever.
Oh, a film shouldn't do that. You're watching a film, you don't know what's going on.
But it's very vague. If you haven't seen it, apologies. I don't want to say any more than I have because I don't want to ruin things for you. It was one of my 2 most anticipated movies of the year. The other was 28 Years Later. He's not going to reverse. He is. He's going to reverse in beside me in this car park with fuck all in it.
Maybe he's doing a 3-point turn.
Oh no, he's coming into the fucking car parking space. There must be, I'm going to hazard a guess, 80 parking spaces in this.
Yeah, probably more.
And he's decided that he wants to park beside us with our interior lights on. Right. What was I saying? Yes, 28 Years Later and that one were my 2 most anticipated movies of the year. And
maybe he's been weaponized in his eyeballs and bullshit.
28 Years Later I found pretty disappointing, even though there were aspects of it I enjoyed, mainly being Ralph Fiennes. That one I preferred to 28 Years Later. It's a creepy, nice little movie, but I needed more from it than I got, and I don't think that was the intention, if you get my drift. If you like things that are symbolic of things, the imagery means other things, that you have to tie a lot of meaning into everything that's going on, and if you're really good at doing that, and if you're really good at like, right, well that happened and that's symbolic of this, then you'll really enjoy it. How anybody goes in and watches a movie and does that is beyond me.
They don't. They go home and they Google it, and then they go on YouTube with what they've just Googled and pretend that they're Einstein. That's what they do.
Well, I didn't get any of it, but having read the explanation, I get it. I get what they're saying, and I get how the movie translates to what they're saying. But would you get that when you were watching it?
Even though, if you know that, it still doesn't excuse the fact that
there was no explanation. Yeah.
What was the point of it?
I don't think there was a point. I think they were just trying to be symbolic of weapons. The operative word is weapons, but not in the way that you might think. I think if you would take the expression weaponize rather than weapons, it would make more sense. But I'll not say any more than that. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but I think that's because I wanted a different movie than I got. People are saying, don't tell anyone, there's, big spoilers. I don't know what everybody's talking about that's big spoilers. Yeah, apparently people are saying, if you haven't seen the last Spider-Man film, I'm not apologising, you should have seen it if you're a movie fan. Don't nobody say that all the Spider-Mans all turn up at once, it's a massive big spoiler. People are saying that there's something in this that's a massive big spoiler. I don't know what it is. I've no idea. I didn't feel there was anything hidden that was like, yeah, Silver Surfer and Thanos are in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it. If I had to score it out of 5, I'll come in at a 3.5. What are you saying?
I'll just put 3 up. 3,
because you're out of the camera view, so I didn't know what you'd said. It's 3.5 out of 5 for me. If I really enjoy a movie a lot, it's a 4. If I think a movie is excellent, it's a 4.5. It's very rare I'll give a movie a 5. Sinners is pretty close to a 5. It's a definite 4.5. That's just to give you an idea. Sinners has not been surpassed this year yet. No one has got near it. That was good, but not fantastic. I would be really interested to hear any of you guys that have seen it. You're bound to have Googled afterwards. Did you get the symbolism? Did you understand as you were watching it that that's what they were trying to say? Is it just me being sick? I don't know. But I tend to be with Darren and thinking that a lot of people pretend they knew what was going on when in actual fact it's
Oh yeah.
when
Oh,
it's
did you not understand it?
when it's told to you, you're like, right, yeah, I get it. But would you get it just from watching it? I don't feel so. But please let me know if it's different in the comments.
But you get the film. We
yeah.
knew what went on in the film.
Yeah.
We just needed a bit more backstory to what the point of.
There's more to it than that, but we can't say.
Yeah.
We can't go into any more detail without ruining things.
No.
Would I recommend that you check it out? Definitely, I think it's a decent film. But going by the fact that a lot of people loved 28 Years Later and a lot of people adored Superman,
And
then
they're still laughing at Naked Gun.
we could be completely wrong. So, and on the other hand, people are ripping the piss out of the Fantastic Four, and I really enjoyed it. So I will always take from a movie what I think. I don't care if it agrees or disagrees with other people. I don't care if people think I'm wrong or right. Don't really care. The purpose to me of movie channels on YouTube is so that people can share their opinions about things, and you can maybe get a different idea about a film than you had, a different explanation, a different insight. But is it so that everyone has the same viewpoint of all of the movies? Absolutely not, because that would be really boring. So I make no apologies for sometimes not having the same opinion as everyone else. I don't set out for that to be the case, and I really don't want it to be the case, because like I say, that one was massively anticipated by me, but it wasn't what I expected. Should I be disappointed because of that? I just wanted a little bit more. I didn't come away satisfied, that's how I'll put it. I didn't come away and go, yeah, that, you know, I was waiting the whole time, given another review that I watched before I saw it, for something that was going to be a massive, like something was going to land that was going to be like, that I didn't see coming, and it was like, wow, that's amazing. But that never happened. What do they call it? Waiting for the shoe to fall, waiting for the, what's it called? There's an expression. I was waiting for it, but it didn't happen. Definitely recommend, if you're a horror fan, to check it out just for the special effects in it, which are sparing, but when used are very good.
And one's very, very silly.
But yeah, I think I know what you mean. But yeah, let me know below in the comments if you've seen it, and if you're going to talk about the imagery and what you took from it. Please write the word spoilers above your comment in a couple of lines so that you don't spoil it for anyone else. But I will get to your comments eventually, folks. Sometimes it takes me a few weeks, but I do get there eventually. Other than Superman, I shan't be reading them. Yeah, I shall speak to you guys later. Over and out from Lisa Loves.